Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here on this Monday morning. We're getting a week started off right with a lot of good news and good events happening in the outdoors. Today I have a very special guest that we'll get to shortly. But first, let's do our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at 767-5500. We've got a little cool spot coming up. The high today will be around 82, low tonight 72, but the water temperature remains at 85 degrees. Now, let's take a look at every Monday we like to take a look at our Monday moon phases. Let's take a look at what our moon's going to be doing. Now, y'all believe it or not, it's August the 20th already. So we're in a waxing moon. It's going to start building up this week. And next weekend, around the 31st, or next Friday and Saturday, you're looking at a full moon. So our moon this is going to be 2 good weeks of fishing right here according to the moon. So y'all be aware of that and take advantage of it if you can. All right, now let's look at a tide chart for today. You know, it's hard to believe like next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, we're getting into Labor Day. Our tides, folks, we're about 3 days worth of neap tides, looking at 20th and 21st and 22nd. Not a lot of tidal flow, but technically the high tide is going to be at 12:40 this morning, then a low tide at 4 hours later, then a high tide 6 hours later. Right in the middle of the day, about 12 o'clock, there'll be a little bit of peak right there. Then a low tonight, but you're only talking about like a 0.4 foot range right there. It's going to be like that the next couple of days, okay? And tomorrow now we'll take a look at our river readings and see what they're doing, all right? We'll take our first break and we'll be right back.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed, they build dairy feed, they make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm, look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get you, the dog's not running anymore. That's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want over to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy at almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team. Beat the rush and stock up on our team shirts and hats in a wide variety of colors and sizes. For your convenience, we offer a Panhandle Outdoors shop at panhandleoutdoors.net. Simply visit our website and click shop.
You can also check out our selection at Sunjammers Water Sports on Panama City Beach. Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team.
When you need to get the job done, you want the powerhouse of engineering, reliability, and value that is Kubota. And right now, during our 40-year strong celebration, get 0 down and 0% APR for up to 60 months on new Kubota subcompact tractors, compact tractors, or zero-turn mowers. Join the Kubota movement, 40 years strong, serving the American dream.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Sowell Tractor today.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
All right, welcome back, folks, and welcome to my special guest, Andy Cobb.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Good morning.
Good to
I'll
be
give you
here.
a quick background on Andy. This is one of my former students, and one of the first ones when I first started out the way, one of the first classes back in the 90s and all at Mosley. And Andy is now a forest ranger.
That's right, Coach. I'm a ranger with the Florida Forest Service, and my ranger station is right there at the corner of Highway 20 and Highway 231.
All right, so y'all know exactly what we're talking about. Andy grew up there, up in Bear Creek and up in Old George area.
Yeah, I did.
And your dad, I remember his dad. Now his dad was a really good softball player, Mike Cobb.
Yeah.
He could hit it a mile, seriously. He could, he could hit a ball a long way. I used to love watching Mike swing that bat. And well, he played football at Mosley. He did a good football player. And your best friend and teammate all through school and classmate. Tell us about him, Jason Whitaker.
Jason Whitaker was in the outdoor education class with us
Yeah.
And that I believe was the first year, one of the first years that it was offered as an elective. And you know, Jason went on to be national champion. So you have
FSU and started and got a national championship.
National championship, made All-American. So that's probably one of your more famous outdoor educational alumni.
We have to track him down and put him on the show.
Jason and I, we used to do a lot of fishing all through high school and the summers.
I remember y'all. I still remember this. Y'all were talking about during the class. Y'all couldn't wait till school got out because y'all were going fishing. And
yes.
Y'all were going to all kinds of different places, freshwater, saltwater. And y'all were
That's correct. And probably that senior year, we sometimes maybe didn't even wait for school to get out.
I was going to mention that now. The statute of limitations.
Yes, I can say that now.
You're okay and all. But we're going to talk about all kinds of things you do. You're also a gator trapper. You have a nuisance gator license.
Yeah, I've done that. I also guide hunts now, and I do it for fun this time of year. You know, you have the state hunt that's going on this time of year, and a lot of people have tags right now, and you know, a lot of people will just call me up because you know that's kind of a new thing, a new trend that's going on. You know, is the gator hunt, and a lot of people don't know how to do it. And you don't have much experience to draw from the older generation because it was illegal for so long.
Yeah.
You know, so I still get some calls to help out with some friends and that, and I enjoy it.
Well, I know. Let's get to your job now. As you know, you go to work, and this is the State Forest Service, Florida
Forest Service. Used to be the Division of Forestry.
Okay. And like I say, your headquarters up there, 231 Highway 20, and your typical day, is there such thing as a typical day? What all do you do?
Well, this time of year is usually, you know, we're busy.
Yeah.
You know, chasing fires, running fires, but we've had so much rain, we washed the trucks a lot. And clean the office.
I bet that mud really gets
we start every morning. We do a radio check to let our dispatch know that we're on duty, and all our we go through our equipment and check it out to make sure everything is working good, and then after that, you know, we kind of get geared up and get ready for the day, whether that's fire prevention or fire detection, firefighting. We also do control burning. Yeah. Which is something that's going to start up here in the next few months.
Yeah, that's a fall.
That's kind of a fall, mostly a fall. Yeah. You know, you do some in the spring, and there's times where you'll do it in the summer.
Is all your control burning? Is it on state property? Y'all do it on private?
No,
property
we do it on private property, and we try to do. We try to work with the landowners, the private landowners, as much as possible, and the state has a lot of great programs available to private landowners.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that more in detail maybe next time you come on. But I know, so if people, basically, if they want something burned this fall, they can just call the office down there, maybe set up a schedule.
Sure, call the office, or they, you know, like I said, you know, they know where my office is now, so feel free to stop by anytime. You know, we're there 7 days a week. And
y'all probably eating a sandwich or something. If you're still eating like you did in high school, y'all probably.
I like to eat, Coach.
I remember. Now, how much did Whitaker get up to? How much did he end up weighing in his heyday? He was
when I know when he was at Florida State, he was big.
Yeah, he was 270, 280. He was huge.
When he was at Florida State, they put the weight on him. Yeah, and he was a big guy, you know, and it wasn't. It wasn't a soft 300 either. I mean, this guy was.
I was trying to think. That national championship team he was on at FSU. Was that 99? Or
I believe it was 2000, Coach, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, they redshirted him the first year. Right. Yeah. And I think it was 2000 when he won the national championship.
Great story how, you know, he of course we'll talk about him later, but what a great story he had, how he became successful by just basically hard work.
Oh yeah,
he worked.
Yeah, he did. He worked hard at it, and
he loved the outdoors.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Jason and I, we did a lot of fishing. That'd be a good guess. Well, we need to try to run him down.
We'll track him down. I think he's still in the Panhandle somewhere. I think.
Yeah, Tallahassee.
Okay, all right. Look, we're going to take our break now. We're going to come back and talk about fighting fires and catching big gators. All right, we'll be right back.
Panama City Beach is known as one of the top dive destinations in Florida. Divers Den offers daily dive charters that can accommodate up to 13 divers. Our boat captain is U.S. Coast Guard certified and a PADI dive instructor. We have trained professionals who offer a variety of scuba certifications. Come see us at our 2 locations on Thomas Drive and Timber Parkway.
When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BJ's Marine. You're authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BJ's Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991.
AMW Trailers, Austin Machine Work, trailer repair of all kinds. Folks, you always need to check your wiring. This is a great place to get it done, right here. Trailers of all sizes. Folks, check out this all aluminum trailer. That's what they specialize in over here at AMW. You get one of these, you won't need to get another one. Going down in a big blue, beautiful building in downtown Millville. Get you one of those new aluminum trailers and get yours fixed right here at AMW Trailers.
Blue Water Outriggers, everything you need for outdoors. Whether you're fishing off the piers, surf fishing, or heading out into the Gulf, Blue Water Outriggers has what you need. Live bait, freshwater, saltwater tackle, rods and reels, clothing, marine supplies. Hottest brands, greatest prices, friendliest service. BWOfish.com. Shop online. Open 7 days a week, 30 miles east of Panama City. Blue Water Outriggers.
Welcome back, folks. Sitting here with Andy Cobb, works for Florida Forest Service and also the Consummate Outdoors. We just mentioned a while ago off air, we were talking about different places you've been. And you've been places I still want to go, have been. And you're a young man, you've already been there.
And I've got a lot left to do, Coach.
Okay. Alaska?
Alaska, Costa Rica.
Wow.
I've been to Kansas. I go there quite often.
Yeah. And bird hunt?
And bird hunt, deer hunt.
Yeah.
Just hunt.
And how did you like Alaska?
Loved Alaska.
Yeah.
If I tell you what, if you have ever liked the outdoors, then you owe it to yourself to go to Alaska.
Yeah.
It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been.
And you say Costa Rica's also pretty.
Costa Rica was beautiful, and the fishing down there was just outstanding.
Well, this is on my bucket list now, but Anna's already done it. And what was your word? You go ahead and do it anyway. Don't wait around.
Yeah. Don't wait around. I mean, you'll never catch the big one sitting at the house, Coach.
You learned well in my class. I used to say that, but I never have got around doing all that stuff yet. I know you mentioned your before the show, your father-in-law, the late Rami Brock, was your father-in-law.
Yes.
A lot of y'all may remember Rami Brock. Very active around here.
Man, Rami was a great guy.
Yeah.
He's he was my father-in-law, but he was a good friend, and he introduced me to pheasant hunting, which is something I had never done. And he had such a passion.
Yeah.
For the bird hunting and a passion for just life in general. Fishing, man, we just
loved to fish, loved the dogs.
Yes, loved his dogs. Had some great dogs, and I tell you, he is man. I miss the guy every time I'm outside.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to gator hunting. We got some pictures here. This is you're a nuisance gator. You got a license for remove nuisance gators.
Nuisance alligators.
So tell us about this gator here.
That is probably one of the largest gators I've ever taken. He was 12'8". Now, we killed some a little longer, but as far as the mass on this thing, and he's partially covered by water, and it's not a picture that really shows the mass of this alligator.
And this is a local gator.
This was a local gator. This gator was actually taken out of Deer Point Lake.
Ooh.
In an area that was where there's a lot of swimmers and stuff, and is actually responsible for killing a lady's dog. Is the reason that one of the reasons he had to be removed.
Yeah. But, and you found it right up under a swing or something. You said.
Yeah, close to a rope swing.
Yeah. So a lot of times we get those nuisance gator reports, and before some kind of a bad accident happens, you have to get rid of them.
Yep. And I was there. I went there. The complaint was for an alligator that was 6 foot long, which is, you know, you get a call, and you just never know when you get there, because a lot of people, they've never seen, and that may be the first time they've ever seen an alligator. Well, yeah, he's 6 foot long. Well, when I got there, I could see 6 foot of his head and neck, so I knew he was longer than 6 foot.
Yeah.
And we were severely under-equipped. And it was a battle. We went round and round. And, I had to call up to the people that are in charge of it and tell them, look, this gator's he's where they're where the complaint was for this alligator.
Yeah.
But he's longer than 6 foot. And this is the one. So, because you don't want to turn in a 12-foot alligator on a 6 foot complaint, of course.
Yeah.
But
so you had to go through permission to get all that permission to do it right.
We got all that straightened out. And,
now you do this. You locate them during the day or at nighttime?
Well, it depends. Now on the nuisance, we just go where we're called. And if it's, we've got a lot of them during the day, and we get a lot of them at night. You want to respond as quickly as possible and get there, whether it's day or night.
Okay. All right, now let's take a look at this next gator. You got this is a big gator here.
That is a big gator.
Goodness gracious.
That was killed on the state hunt, which is the sportsman hunt. That's the hunt that's going on right now, where people get the 2 tags for the counties. This was, that's me and my younger brother. This gator was 11 foot 7 inches long, and he was taken in Franklin County. Straight across from Bay City Lodge.
Bay City Lodge. Most of y'all know where that is. He probably ate a lot of those fish over that area. All right, then we got one more here. All right. We had all kind of pictures, but we saw we're going to show. I'll have about to hold it probably, Let's see.
One thing you may notice about that picture is my printer was almost out of ink.
We've been there.
But this was one that was taken in last year's hunt in the 3rd phase, I believe it was, in Gulf County, and that's me and my brother, and that picture is actually at the landing at White City, and the gator was taken from out of Wimico. And he was, I believe, 9 foot. 8 or 9, just under 10 foot.
So that's Deer Point Lake, Lake Wimico, and then Apalachicola Bay area. That's three good areas for gators.
That's 3 great areas for alligators.
Yeah. Now, when someone has a nuisance gator or something, who do they call?
They call the hotline. That's 1-866-FWC Gator.
Okay. All right.
And actually, I'm a little bit out of the loop on this lately, but I think that number may have changed.
Yeah,
so I'll run that down for you so you can tell people, and then they'll call the people up there and tell them their problem, and then they'll decide, if it's something that may really become a problem.
You mentioned something a while ago when I was doing this moon phase, and when we took that break, you said, "Man, right now is a good time."
Right now, man, if you have a gator tag out there for this first phase, which I believe is this week, you have probably drawn the best phase gator hunts in the last several years, because we have so much rain and fresh water, and that makes them move. It makes them active. It makes them more territorial. It just makes them more active all the way around. Plus, it's dark at night. The moon's not big and bright, and it's you have lucked up if you got first phase. So
you want a really good dark night, and get that way you can shine your light and see your eyes and all.
And also, now it used to be where you could only hunt them at night.
Yeah.
But now you can hunt. I believe it starts at 5
you can hunt up
5 p.m. You can hunt them up in the day, and you can hunt them up in the morning, which is great. And that's anytime you can hunt more, it greatly improves your odds.
Yeah. That's good. All right, we're going to take our final break. We're going to take our break. We'll come back and talk about a lot more good stuff here with Andy Cobb.
On the water or under the water, success starts at C&G Sporting Goods. C&G specializes in fresh and saltwater fishing tackle, floundering supplies, spearfishing equipment, and much, much more. C&G also has licenses, maps, and expert advice on where to go. For over 59 years, C&G Sporting Goods has been the headquarters for the outdoors man. Fishing, hunting, camping, guns, and ammo. They've got it all. C&G, home of the experts, downtown Panama City.
When you have work to do, Get it done with the powerhouse of engineering, reliability, and value that is Kubota. And right now, during our 40-year strong celebration, get 0 down and 0% APR for up to 60 months on new Kubota utility and ag tractors and tractor loader backhoes. Join the Kubota movement, 40 years strong, serving the American dream.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Sowell Tractor today.
Bill Kramer needs to buy vehicles outright or take them in on trade. Our pre-owned business is great, and we need your vehicle this week to supplement our pre-owned inventory. Get a 15-minute no-obligation appraisal. We're buying Fords, Chevys, and Cadillacs. We're buying Toyotas, Nissans, BMWs, and more. You name it, we'll buy it. All years, all models. Nothing too old, nothing too new. Bill Kramer is buying them all, and we will not be outbid at Bill Kramer's Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC.
Are you still waiting to do something with your IRA, 401k, annuities, or other investments?
My dad has an economics degree from Vanderbilt University, and he helped me with my homework. A lot of people call themselves financial planners, but my dad passed a board exam to be a certified financial planner. He's very easy to talk to, and he spends a lot of time with me.
To my existing clients, thank you for your friendship and loyalty through these uncertain times, and to everyone else, don't wait until it's too late. Call me today, and let's see if I can help.
All right, welcome back, folks. First thing, let's look at Express Lane Fishing Game Forecast. Our times for today, we've got 2 times. We're looking this morning from 2:46 to 4:46. We just wrapped that up, but this afternoon from 3:12 to 5:12 will be your peak periods for your game movement. Brought to us by Express Lane, American-owned and American-operated. Sitting here with Andy Cobb, ex-Mosley Outdoor Ed student and one of my better students I've ever had, and also great football player at Mosley, now a forest ranger and a gator hunter. If I could have guessed when you were like 17 years old what you were going to do, I would have been pretty close to it. I figured you were going to be doing something like this, Andy.
You know, I didn't know that I would be this famous, Coach, to be here on TV.
Well, we get all your buddies up in Birmingham and watch it on YouTube.
I will.
All your buddies up in Kansas. And anyway, we were talking about one is Smokey the Bear just had a birthday.
Smokey the Bear did last week, sure did. I believe he was turning 69 years old.
69 years old. He's almost as old as Scott Lindsay. So, I know that's good. One of the things, real quick about the outdoor classes. What are some of your fondest memories, real quick, of the outdoor classes?
Oh man, it was just fun.
Fun.
It was fun. And Coach, the economical impact on my life has been great because I haven't bought an egg sinker in 15 years. We had a time, where we learned to pour leads and jig heads and stuff. When I got out and started bottom fishing and had my own job and started losing lead, that got expensive.
Yeah.
So I said, I remember I learned this in outdoor education, so that's I'm going to pour some leads.
Okay.
That and another thing that sticks out, and it was an article that we read. And I don't remember if it was some kind of book report you had us do or what, but it talked about fishing in the good old days. And I know we've all heard the stories about the older people. Man, back in the good old days, we'd catch all these snapper. But the theme of that article is that we are living in the good old days. Mm-hmm. So what fish you catch today, you're fishing in the good old days 30 years from now.
That's true.
So get out there and fish and enjoy and make some memories.
Well, I'm glad you remember all that. And we don't do the lead pouring anymore. They made us quit doing it. But I know that period of time, y'all learned a lot. We poured the little jig heads and all kind of stuff. And,
fish fries.
I like some good fish fries. And we also at that time we would bring some oysters to school and eat oysters on the back of a pickup truck.
Yep.
We can't do that anymore. Can't do lead, can't do oysters anymore because they afraid somebody's going to get sick. So, anyway, we just keep plugging along and doing what we can. And let's get back to firefighting. And a lot of people, the inherent dangers of fighting a fire. A lot of people don't realize. I know you do the equipment and all and try to do the cuts and everything, but and sometimes things may get out of hand. So, what are some of the dangers some of you mentioned people face?
Well, the danger, of course, fire. Fire is dangerous, but there's so much more. You have the smoke, which causes visibility problems. Mm-hmm. And, there have been cases on wildfires where people actually get run over going across the road because you have a vehicle going down the road and you have somebody trying to cross and nobody can see.
Yeah.
And just recently, last week or earlier this week.
Yeah.
Somebody died out in Idaho. A tree fell on a wildland firefighter out there. You know, the fire burns down the ground, the organic material. When it gets dry, it'll burn, and it burns out from under it. And then the tree's left unsupported, and it just falls over. And I've seen it happen, you know, more often than you would think.
And that's something we really don't think about,
No.
about a tree falling on you, because you're sort of trying to see the flame.
Situational awareness is very important in our job.
Just knowing what's going on with everything. I know the smoke can get really thick, like you were saying, and y'all of course wearing masks and all. And
well, our cabs, the tractors that we fight fire with, they are enclosed cab, self-contained, and we have charcoal filters. You know, sometimes you still gets a little smoky in there, but you know, the Forest Service is taking steps to protect you know, their wildland firefighters as best as they can.
Okay. Well, I know we appreciate all the work you Forest Rangers do. I know it's a dangerous job, and I also know y'all got to be there when they call on you.
Yes.
I mean,
we're there. You know, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 24 hours a day.
And you get called other places too.
Yes, yes.
We out west. All these fires out west have been something.
We have a crew. The Florida Forest Service has a crew out there in Idaho. I believe a 30-man team. In Idaho right now. And you know, we go. You know, not just the local area, but I go all over the state fighting fire as well. You know, and then when we have downtime like this, of course, because of all the rain, then you know, we send crews to assist other states and other areas.
Well, all this sort of work together.
It's a lot of interagency stuff.
And now, and fire prevention is the biggest thing. If there's one or two things you could tell people in fire prevention, what are some of the things you could tell them? Like underbrush or control burns?
You know, prevention is, and that's so important.
Yeah.
You know, when we have so many fires that are caused by people, which are, you know, you've got the fall coming up here, good time to burn leaves. But you've got to pay attention to the weather conditions, how dry it is, and don't leave your fire unattended. You know, prevention, it's something that it's a job that we all do. You know, so just pay attention, be careful, just don't leave your fire unattended.
Well, and that happens so much. A lot of us are getting out of the woods in the fall and winter and building those fires and all, and then we get in a hurry to leave, and that is bad.
Yes, when I was a when I was a kid, and this is actually one thing that made me want to be a forest ranger, had some leftover fireworks, and of course, you know, middle of July, it's hot, it's dry, and I was a kid, so shot some fireworks off and caught my granddad's cornfield on fire. And the Forest Service.
We got to get out of here. We're gonna finish this story later. Andy, thank you, buddy. We'll finish this story. Hey, all right, folks. Thank y'all for watching. We'll be back later on with Andy Cobb. Do something good for somebody today, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.